We're back.
We're back. It's been a whole year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
Feel out of rhythm already.
It is. It's different. We're getting into this grand scheme of things. New swing of things. What's new? What's happening? Gym's going through some changes very soon, which is very exciting. Hopefully everyone's had a good Christmas break.
Yeah,
I know it was good to have a week off.
Yeah.
First one we've had in a while.
Yeah, bit of time off. Yeah. Didn't go as long as we wanted, but
Blinked and we're here.
yeah.
But anyway, we can start chatting.
Yeah. There's nothing new.
There's nothing, nothing yet.
There's nothing new yet. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Nothing happening in the shop wise or anything like that. Everything's getting back in the swing of things. So from next week, every company's back reopening. So we'll have, we're pretty well stocked on most things, but we're a little bit low on this and that.
Little things here and there.
Yeah, but everything from next week is back to normal. And it's good to be back in routine, I must say. It's nice to have that sort of rhythm of everything coming slowly back.
It's good to have, things set in motion where the first, you've got that period between December 23rd and January 1st where it's sort of like this shouldn't even exist, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it feels like every day's almost a public holiday. Every day's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Or every day's a I don't know. It's a weird feeling.
You
know what I mean?
It's not like every day is a Sunday because it's everything opens a little bit later. People are a bit more relaxed. Yeah.
And then even this week's been weird because half people are off, some people are back. I don't know. We'll stop complaining. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
No more complaining. That's actually my New Year's resolution.
Is it?
Yeah, to not let...
Oh, actually, let's talk about that. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions.
I want to not let little things affect me as much because I feel like I've become a little bit hyper-focused and that's then sort of sends me into a spiral.
Yeah, you get fixated on dumb stuff.
We do. I do. I do a lot. And that's one thing I actually want to try better myself with. I usually don't let a lot of big things affect me. It's the water off a duck's back, but it's little things that just sort of pick.
Like little stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, like little picks. And that sort of gets to me. So I want to, distance myself from things that annoy me, so it make me a bit more of a happier person.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to call myself a depressed person or an angry person, but more of I don't know, I've got a short fuse for little things.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So my goal for this year is to not let little things affect me as much.
Okay.
Yeah. What about yourself? You've got any resolutions, goals for this year? I mean, we've got goals for businesses, of course.
I got a few business-wise ones. I'll still keep them quite close-knit. I've got a couple personal ones that, again, I'll keep close-knit. But the one I will say, I'm kind of in the same train as you with that. Probably be less cynical about things this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More personal development things more than, materialistic. More personal goals.
Yeah, I don't have anything materialistic. Yeah, that's a good point, a way of looking at it. Yeah, nothing materialistic. I don't necessarily want to say have X by the end of the year or this or that or earn this amount of money or anything like that. I like what you said about letting little things bother you as much.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. Nothing else. I've got a few training ones and they're a bit boring though. They're just a bit boring and generic. I kind of want to train all this year. Yeah. I don't think I've had a year where I've consistently trained all year. Even last year, I didn't train for the first 6 months and then I trained like a madman for 6 months.
Yep.
And I'm still training now. So I'm like, this is the longest streak.
You're on a roll.
It's a good streak at the moment.
Ball is rolling. A rolling stone carries no moss. That's the old saying. So
never heard of that saying.
No? Okay, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It means if you keep going forward, you're not going to become stagnant in
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that's probably and that's an easy one right now, at least with the way I'm going to try and continue. Try and probably continue that. I need to get my food back under control though. My heating is absolute fucking shit.
I've seen that the last few days. No, it's definitely...
It is horrendous. So I will be getting back into that.
Yep.
As for when, who knows, but I'll just take advantage of it.
Yeah, when it comes to picking new things up for the year, I mean, I want to start looking into hobbies a bit more.
Continue on that because I've got something there. Yeah.
I don't have a lot of hobbies, if any, actually.
Neither did I. What did
in the process of getting.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I bought an iPad the other day.
Yeah, I did see that actually. Yeah.
I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to treat myself. So I bought an iPad. And the latest thing, and I'm super addicted and it's 3 days, is digital art now. Really want to just do that. So I'm doing a little doodle a day on my iPad.
Yep.
Maybe I'll post one day.
I did a bit of that a few years ago. Actually, you do get into it, but
it's super fun. Yeah,
I went full on the analog medium, and then sort of transferred over.
Sorry, what do
the
you mean?
analog medium, like using like pen and paper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But rather than digital, like graphics and design and that. I'm on the pretty much same vein. I'm learning 3D modeling.
Oh yeah, you showed me the donut.
Donut.
Yeah.
It's just a little thing. Just so I don't think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I like those things. They're fun because you can follow the tutorial, and even though that's what I've been doing, even with the drawing side of things, you follow the tutorial and it comes out, and it's like I understand that it's not necessarily the creative of you thinking of what you're making, but just when you make it and you're like, oh, it looks like what they did. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
But it's really cool when you break down a drawing to its basic concepts. It's just shapes. You always start with a circle.
Well, yeah,
and then you got
usually it's a line and then a circle.
Yeah,
everything bases off that. Or a square,
and then you build off of that. Like when I was doing it, you would draw the joints.
Yep,
and then you sort of connect the joints.
Yeah.
You want to do more anatomy sort of thing. And with 3D modeling, I also want to start getting to maybe like CGI and doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And because got a little pug at home, a little Gordon. Yeah. You can flash him on screen. His eyes like this. I want to, if it's possible, I want to be able to make a pug in a 3D modeling and then maybe get it 3D printed. So then I have a little collectible figure.
You have to get the file to Jason.
Yes, that's the plan. So if I can because you can buy scanners. So you can try scanning a dog and then getting it up and making it fixing up in the 3D.
I've got one of them on my phone. I think it's Poly. It's Poly something, and literally it takes like 100 photos and you spin it around perfectly or anything like that, and it gives you a 3D render on your phone.
That'll be cool.
I'll show you after. Yeah, no, definitely. It's really cool. It's super clunky sometimes, but if you don't do it right. But if you get it on like a proper, those spinning dials, you put an object on there. So we did it with like some of the capsules at the shop one time, and it spits it out a proper render that you can spin around and touch, and it's like pretty cool. So yeah.
Little hobbies. That's the goal.
I think maybe that can be the New Zealand relationship. Find a hobby. But not get hobby syndrome. I get hobby syndrome very quickly.
Yeah,
where it's like, oh, I want to do that, and then I'll buy stuff, and then I'll never do it again.
I am 100% the same.
Yeah, yep. So I don't want to fall into the hobby syndrome, which is trying all different hobbies and then not committing to one
and seeing what sticks.
Yeah,
that's been my problem.
Yeah, I think I think that's a big thing. So that could be our goal. We can update later in the year how we're doing with our hobby.
Yeah.
But I think find a hobby that we stick to.
Yeah. Every
and it can't be training or fitness related.
No, it's not.
That's not a hobby. That's
mine is 3D modeling and CGI.
Okay.
That's my little learn the basics and maybe apply it to some videos, some content, and
all right,
go from
I'll
there.
commit to it. Mine right now is the digital art.
Yeah. I think if you get better at digital art, you can make our thumbnails a bit more. You can put like a classic cartoony spin on our thumbnails.
Well, going on that train, all our branding is changing for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you might have seen it with the gym branding already. Not necessarily the actual logo, but the presentation on the gym page and everything has increased with better photos and everything like that. Our actual branding between both businesses will be exactly the same, whereas the last few years it's always been not necessarily completely different, but it's not matched up.
Yeah, it's been a sort of disconnect.
Yeah,
people come. We've had members. Sorry, to cut you off. But we had members say, "Oh, I didn't know you had a supplement store.
And
you did a supplement store. Didn't know you had a gym."
That's it, and it's like, always that crossover. So this year, all our branding across both pages, and people, if you follow both the pages, you might notice that the branding is slowly merging to the exact same thing.
Yep.
And even the reels and everything that this will turn into, they'll all have the same sort of fonts and matching styles across both pages. So everything will be matched. That's probably one of the business things that is one of the resolutions, is I really wanted to get both brands to really merge.
Yep.
And I think we'll get there this year. It'll take a few months to really get that recognition a lot more, but it's super fun. I like the digital side of things.
It's
really
fun.
good.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun when it works.
Yeah.
When it start noticing that it's like, oh, people are noticing all these little things. Like I had a couple of people say, oh, the photos on the gym page look good. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, thank you. It's
because it's costing me a fortune in it. But I'm like, it's also good when it's like, all right, that money's not just a waste. People have noticed that it's like, they're starting to look prettier.
Yep.
So, yeah, because it's costing quite a bit in terms of branding. But I'm like, oh my God, when it works, you're like, it's worth every penny.
It's worth it. It looks. It's got like fluidity.
Yeah, 100%.
It works together. It doesn't look like a competing brand.
It also then makes what am I trying to say? Like it brings people in because the presentation is there. It's their care and the effort into little things like, even down to little things like the wording in a post, or then the picture you put up. It's like everything's made an effort. So that's probably, it's going to be good. And should we continue on the gym side of things while we're going?
Yeah.
With branding and everything and the updates? So we've got a lot happening at the gym this month.
We do. It's actually a very, very exciting time for the gym. This is probably the biggest change we've had. And we've teased it a lot in the previous videos, but over the next coming weeks here at the gym, we will be getting some new additions. We'll be getting some new people in the gym as well, which is very, very, it's very exciting.
It's good, yeah. This is probably the biggest, like Adrian said, this is the biggest update since we went 24 hour, and then since then the changeover when you became manager as well and everything. It's probably the biggest in one hit change to the gym.
Yep.
So in terms of what's happening, so we've got our gym manager Sam. He's actually coming back and bringing his coaching back to the gym.
Yep.
So he'll be coaching and doing his online clients and everything he does all through operating out of the gym here. And same with his wife Michelle. She'll be doing a little bit later in the year when she returns from maternity leave as well. So they're going to be rejoining the gym just for that side of things. So if you want any sort of extra coaching, mainly on the diet sides of the thing and everything, they'll be operating out of here from probably early Feb, maybe early January, but realistically once they settle in and everything, early Feb. And then the other change is we've actually got about 10 new pieces of equipment coming, a heap new weights, more renovations happening, like the cardio room will be completely revamped with more equipment, more everything. So we'll probably do a little bit more of a breakdown, and I've actually got Thomas, one of our members, and he's our guy who's helping
our
me.
Digital.
He's been helping me out with media, and he's actually the one that's doing a lot of our extra work in terms of the video productions and the photography and everything. So he'll be doing a walkthrough with me towards the end of the month, if not early February, where we'll go through all the new equipment and pieces. But just a quick rundown, we've got a lot of new chest pieces coming, a few new shoulder pieces. There is a new leg press coming. I don't know if you knew about that one.
Yep, this is the unilateral.
Yeah. So we got more of that.
I knew about that.
A heap more bumper plates, new barbells, new flooring going through everywhere. It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot happening.
I've always said that I'm one of... I've been in the fitness industry a long time. Same with yourself. You've more on the supplement side of thing. I've definitely been more on like the gym and fitness side of things my entire career. And I've always said that all these new gyms popping up, nothing is different. It's always the same. It's always following the same blueprint, same machines. I feel like we, as Australian Muscle, especially the gym side, with all the new stuff we're getting in, we are going to be one of the more different, one of the more unique.
I was about to say, there's a lot of unique pieces coming, and especially in combination with what we already have. We'll have probably one of the unique is the best way to put it. Most unique gyms in Adelaide.
Yes, by far.
Privately owned at least as well. And there's some cool shit coming.
I'm very excited. I'm super excited about a whole bunch of like the Strive pieces for one. Very excited for them. It's definitely more for the hardcore trainer rather than Gen Pop, but it's
there's a few things that'll be interesting to see if people can figure out. But so all of that will be happening over the next couple of weeks. So it'll be a little bit what I like to call organized chaos here. Things coming and going. So there's a few pieces of equipment that we're getting rid of. Which if you are interested in any cheap equipment, keep an eye on our socials. We'll probably be posting them up in the next day or so, some equipment that we're getting rid of. So if you're after just a couple of pieces for your home gym,
definitely.
That's a good option as well. And any of the gym members that watch this, there will be a lot of work happening, but the gym will be fully operational the whole time. So we're not going to be closing off anything. We might have a few sections closed while we're doing things like flooring, and some stuff might be a little bit scattered around the place. But we're endeavoring to have everything done in the next probably 2 weeks. And realistically, it'll all be done. The main bulk of the work will all be done in one weekend. And then after that, it'll be bits and pieces as we go. But it's going to be busy, but it's going to be good.
gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good change. It's a nice fresh change, which we all need.
It's good for the gym. It'll be this will be our 11th year. It's officially our 10th year now. We're going into. It'll be the biggest update. I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a big year.
Definitely something we've been teasing for a long time and we've been thinking about as well.
Oh yeah. Always looking at what we can do to expand this place, and I think this is a good step now. So
yeah, we've always tossed the idea of we've got a business upstairs, and we're like, imagine if we can get that. And unfortunately,
it still is in the back of my head.
Unfortunately, yeah. Oh no, it's definitely in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Install a fireman's pole so you can come down from the top. It'd be great.
Yeah. Put all the leg equipment upstairs.
Oh yeah, and make it so it only have stairs to go down. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, but that's about it. Anything else? Have I forgotten about anything in terms of the gym stuff? I think that's the majority of it. We'll do, like I said, we'll probably talk about it either in next week's video or then when we do a walkthrough in the next couple of weeks, we'll really break it down. Yeah. But other than that, that's pretty much the grunt of it at the moment.
It is.
Yep. In terms of at the sup store, like I said at the beginning of the video, nothing is new at the moment. We've got a few new products and brands I'm looking at over the next couple of weeks, but until everything reopens, I'm kind of hesitant to jump on board with a lot of that sort of stuff. Yeah. So it'll just be normal sort of restocks and everything. But the one other thing before we do end it want to touch on is we've got our first Super Sat Day already this year.
First Super Sat of the year this Saturday, starting the gym here from, let's see.
Tomorrow morning.
All right.
Yeah, Friday morning.
Okay.
So that'll be our first membership special already for the year.
Yep.
So it'll be $425 up front for 12 months. And then 15% off all full price supplements from 5:30 p.m. Friday.
Awesome.
Until Sunday midnight.
I would also like to add, being this is the 11th year of the gym, still no price rises.
No, we're still doing our opening price special.
Yeah. Inflation is nothing here. Apparently.
We shouldn't say that because you might have to put the price
we can cut that out.
No, the pricing is staying the same. There's no need. I think it's a good price for our little family-run gym.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's
no intentions of jacking it up by $300.
No, it's fair. Yeah. New $9.99, 12-month special.
Just double it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's our February special. It's $9.99. Yeah. But that's about it. I think we'll leave it quite short and sweet this week because there's not much more we can ramble on about. But yeah, stay tuned on all our socials. On both the gym and the AM page, we'll have all the updates happening with the gym going up on them. And I'll try and get some more stuff going on stories so people can keep in touch. And yeah, like I said, if you're after any cheap equipment, keep an eye out and we'll put up a little post about everything. Obviously, we're not shipping anything anywhere, so you have to be local. Or unless you want to pay for shipping.
Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up. You can arrange all that.
Get a massive trailer.
Yeah.
Chuck them on and away you go.
Yep. That's it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Nothing else you want to add? No questions? Nothing?
I'm all good.
Sweet.
We haven't had any questions yet. We might have to put up a couple of Q&As for the new year and see what we do.
I think so.
Yeah. Go from there.
All right. Cruisy. Done. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.